I first of all thank everyone for coming. This is a really brilliant turnout of MPs, and we're so pleased that many of you have just been elected and making such an important statement that you're standing with our workers in the Foreign Office, determined to see justice here. And we're really proud, and I'm really touched that the MP is here for the Cynon Valley, my birthplace, and I'm really great to see you. And I'm hoping to come and do that chat to Keir Hardie lecture soon. Look, let's just talk basics. This is the Foreign Office. This is the place where the civil servants, the ministers, tell us what comes out of here is usually telling everybody how it should be done. This is a country with great history that is proud of its democracy and is proud of its place in the world. So let's process that and think this is now a department that has got workers on strike for a month, not a day, a month, who've already had weeks of industrial action. They can't afford to be going on strike. They've got families to feed, rents to pay, mortgages to pay, and yet they're on strike for the most basic, fundamental principle. They want their union recognised. They want to be able to go and talk to a rep when the managers are bullying them, when our cleaners have their hours cut and they're told that they've still got to do the same amount of work. My mother was a cleaner. It makes me sick that people look down and they always say that our cleaners can work harder, they're not happy enough, yet they don't pay them what they should pay them and they cut their hours. It's absolutely fantastic that you've made the bravest of stands, and our union is proud to have cleaners, not just in PCS, but leading the way in this dispute and others, and demanding basic dignity and respect. So Dominic Raab will be the first to moan if his office isn't clean enough. He should get Interserve in. Well, actually, he should tell Interserve, thank you and good night, you're off the contract and we're bringing it back into the public sector. And all of these people, they should be civil servants like the rest of the people in this office. And why do we want them to be civil servants? Because then their unions should be recognised and they should have job security. They should have the rights to a pension, to sick pay, to proper holidays and dignity at work. And then our other colleagues who are on strike, the people who keep the buildings working, doing the maintenance, making sure that things are safe, making sure that when something goes wrong, somebody can come and sort it out. The ones who it's easy to forget about. But you know when they're not there how much you rely on these maintenance workers and others in this building. So can it be too much to ask in 2020? Didn't we just have a general election where Boris Johnson said he wanted to be a one-nation conservative, austerity was over? Well, let him start practicing what he preached. Let him bring these workers back in-house, give union recognition, and we can move on. Because our message is simple. They may have all the draconian anti-union laws, and we know they're going to try and make it harder for people to be able to go on strike. Our members here balloted not once, but they had to ballot a second time. And in that ballot, on an 82.5% turnout, we had a 100% vote for strike action. 100%. There's not many disputes that beat our brothers and sisters in the Communication Workers Union, but this was one on a ballot. So there's no doubts here, there's no umming and ahhing. 100% people voted to go on strike, not because they want to be on strike, but they want to know they can go into work with their heads held high, having a union and having the things that most of us take for granted. So this is what we're going to do next. We had the first of our employment tribunals yesterday, and I want to thank you for being so brave, for being prepared to stand up. Justice is often not on the side of workers, and it may not have gone the way we wanted, but there's another legal action coming, and our strategy will be to use the law where we can use the law, to ask you in Parliament, when the Tories are waffling on over there trying to distract people from everyday life, to use every opportunity like we did last week to raise this dispute in Parliament, to look at the faces of the people on strike. Remember that when you go there, to all these posh people who don't know why you need a trade union, and demand that this dispute is sorted. And what our side of that is going to be is this. Our union pledges to each and every one of you, like we've done before, we will support this strike financially, and in every way we can until we and you are happy that we have got justice, recognition and the right to a proper working environment, and going forward knowing that the union will always be with you and will be recognised. Now, I'll finish with this. After the last two speakers, I thought you wanted a youth to take the mic. So I want to finish with this. I want to thank Jeremy and John. Jeremy and John have been supporters of our union for many, many, many years, decades in fact. I want to thank all the other MPs, trade unionists and shop stewards who come from other disputes. There's lots of strikes going on at the moment. The UCU are having a heroic strike, CWU reballoting, Unite members at Heathrow. There's disputes taking place all over the place. And as Francis has said, and it's fantastic, Francis, that you're here today, Heart Unions Week is about why we want unions to grow, and we want unions to be in the public and in the private sector. And by Francis being here today, I think the TUC is sending this message that I will finish on. If people join unions, they get better pay, they get better conditions, the environment is safer, women are treated better, and we have workplaces that are better than non-union workplaces. The other side know that, so they make laws to make it harder. They don't recognise us. Here, after we went to ACAS, and let's call it out for what it is, this company gerrymandered the recognition ballot. They fiddled it to ensure that it was impossible for us at that point to get what they wanted. Why do they put so much effort into not recognising the union? Why don't they put effort and invest in their brilliant staff to ensure they have got the future that they deserve? So we want unions to grow. We don't want disputes, but where we have them, we have to win them. And our statement to everyone today is you are a credit to the union. We are proud of the stand that you have taken. You show what trade unionism is all about. And whatever your job is, you deserve a union that's recognised and dignity and respect at work. So in finishing, I'm just going to ask people on the count of 3 to shout as loud as you can. So Dominic Raab, if he's in there, can get off his bottom, get Interserve in and sort this dispute out. So if you support our strikers, thanks for being here, but on a count of 3, give them a shout as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.